Hello everyone, welcome back to another book thrifting vlog. My voice is not 100%, so that's why I sound a little weird, but we are going to push through regardless and do another voiceover. I did want to preface by saying that I did find the majority of my best finds towards the end of the video. I did find a lot of good finds in the beginning, but more in the end than the beginning. But stay tuned throughout the whole video to see everything I did find. I started off with seeing a man called Ove, but it reminded me of a man called Otto, and I think they're connected, but they changed the name for the movie, which was pretty interesting. I started seeing a lot of books that I know or I heard of, but I wasn't really intrigued by them, but I've definitely seen them online, like on Bookstagram or on Book Talk, or like in my library's like new bookshelf before, but I definitely wasn't pulled to buy them or read the back. This bookshelf was overwhelmingly packed. That's why I couldn't even shove this book back, so I couldn't even pull it out if I wanted to like check it out. When I was editing this, I thought I had passed by All the Lights We Cannot See, which made me a little bit sad because I read that book in high school and I loved that book and that's such a good find. But I realized once I saw the second copy on the bottom shelf, I went back up and I saw it. So I did not miss it and it's a really, really good book. So definitely check it out. I realized here that I was so distracted with the Girl on the Train books that I missed a bunch of Ellen Hilderbrand books, and I didn't even realize that I passed over a bunch of her books, like The Golden Girl and some like Barefoot in the middle, so I totally missed out on that opportunity. Crazy Rich Asian has become a thrift store classic for me, but surprisingly, this is my first time seeing the movie adaptation cover, so that's pretty shocking, even though right next to it is the original cover. Also, I pulled out Stephen King's book, but in one of my last thrift videos, someone had commented like, this is the first time I heard someone say Stephen King, and I didn't even realize I said Stephen King, but I realized his name is Stephen King, but I think the way it's spelled, I just automatically said Stephen, so that's definitely my bad, but I meant to say Stephen King. Whenever I see a book of the month book, I always like to check the date. So with this one, I saw that it was from 2019, and that's always really interesting to see. Looking back at these clips, I totally realized I missed one of the book of the month books, so I didn't even get to check the dates. I'm pretty sure in every single thrift video that I go to this thrift store, I've seen this book and I've shown this book because I find it really interesting, but I've never bought it. This is when my amazing finds start to happen. I find The Vanishing Half, which I've heard amazing things about, and I can't believe I found it. I'm so excited for it, and I can't wait to read it. I've heard literally such great things about, and it looks like I put it back, but I just put it back for the video. I've held on to it. Of course, we have the ever so classic James Patterson's Shrine, which is at every single thrift store I've gone to. Then I found Self-Care, which I was so shocked to find at the thrift store because I actually almost bought this at full price at my local bookstore once, and I can't believe I found it at a thrift store used and at a discount, and I was just so excited to find it. And right next to it I found One to Watch, which I've definitely heard of this book before, and I think it's like bachelorette themed, I think. I'm not too sure, but I've definitely heard of this book before. And then I also found Hollow City, which I think this author is married to the author of the Shatter Me series. So a lot of good finds on this bookshelf, so very exciting. Also Gossip Girls and like the original covers, so definitely a hit for this bookshelf. This next book seems like straight out of Kindle Unlimited on the tip of the tongue. The way like the back is written, the way the cover has like a male cover, everything about it just seems like it came straight out of Kindle Unlimited. That was it for the fiction and romance. Then I went to the YA, which wasn't really a hit, and then I tried to take a thumbnail, which was pretty awkward, but this was my little book stack. And then I did a little mini book haul, which I got Self-Care, which I showed you, and then One to Watch, which I'm super excited for, and then of course The Vanishing Half, which I'm super excited for, and then A Woman Walked By My Frame, which was a little bit awkward. And then I went back into the YA section because I thought I missed some because it usually hit a lot harder, but I guess it just missed this day, so I guess it just missed. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Love ya!